Just sit right back and you hear a tale of a fateful trip.
So I have a PhD in English literature. I'm in the UK and the Shakespeare Institute in Stratford-upon-Avon, and that is my specialty, Shakespeare. I also am a retired business person. I have an MBA from the Wharton School in Philadelphia and undergraduate degrees from the University of Pennsylvania in English and accounting. So I have one principal message. It's what I wanted to do. So I was lucky. I had a successful business career. I was able to retire from that at an early age and go back to school for my PhD in English with the stuff that I love, Shakespeare and English literature. When it came around to teaching, it turned out what you really needed was people to teach introductory composition. And so I embraced that. And I'm doing this because I want to. And basically, I'm trying to deliver the message to younger people that it's important to learn how to write, that it'll help them achieve success in their college career and then subsequently in their real career. So I'm trying to teach the importance of writing. I love literature. I think writing and literature is just a phenomenally important thing. I'd love to be communicating about Shakespeare, and perhaps one day I'll be doing more of that. But in the meantime, just sharing an appreciation for the importance of writing and literature. So many of the students in college these days are not, they're far from children. They're people who have come back to school, what are referred to as non-traditional students. And they've said, gee, I really need to get a degree and advance. I'm seeking to help them do that by becoming better writers, better communicators. Most of the students in my class have no desire to be in my class. That's not specific to me. They're there to become computer technicians or nurses or people who want to study exercise science or an accountant. But whatever it is, they're studying other things. This is a required class for them. If I could give them a passing grade, that's what they want. I'm trying to give them a lot more. And the feedback I've gotten has been very positive in that I am giving them a lot more than that. You certainly do benefit from a class that you are more interested in. So for instance, looking back over, my college undergraduate, I took this great class in Shakespeare on film, just adored it. And obviously got a lot of it. I still remember much of it. Now finance, I didn't so much want to be in. But I got a lot out of that class. I had a very good professor. He's one of those people who you mentioned, mentors, who I still remember very well to this day, that helped guide me in financial things. So the past few semesters, when we all changed back a year ago, in midstream, I had to pick up doing online. And at that time it was online synchronous. Now, what do we mean by synchronous? So it's online synchronous. Everyone gets into class. They do a Zoom meeting like this, and everyone gets there at the same time. And it's a little artificial, but nevertheless, you're all there together. You could talk to each other. You have side comments. It's interactive. Things are going on. That was much closer to a regular class than what I'm going to do this coming semester. Asynchronous means the class will never meet all together. And maybe I'll give some extra credit and have a few group meetings. I'll meet one-on-one with some people, but most of the class is conducted by things that I send them and they'll access at their leisure. They could be a recorded portion of a lecture or a presentation. It could be an assignment. It could be something where they have to post on a discussion board. But the thing that I'm focused on right now is delivering it in an engaging way, at least in part through recorded videos and presentations. I'm not going to be recording lectures. It's not as if I'm going to give an hour-long class the way I did previously, record that and say, hey, go watch that. If I were to try to do that, apparently no one would watch it. And instead, what I need to do is break down my class into bite-sized chunks. If you can make it 6 minutes, that's ideal. That's one of the first things, is figuring out how to deliver in an engaging way, for instance, using video. To record a portion of a video of Hamilton And then I will have a discussion just among myself of, gee, that was interesting for this. And did you notice this? Now, why don't you go online and post what stood out to you in this? And what I will require, it's an assignment, is you got to post a discussion board and you have to respond to someone else's post. So it's strongly encouraging some interaction that would have otherwise occurred in class. To me, the gamification is simply they get a grade for it. It's part of participation. But nevertheless, it'll be a requirement that they post a comment to a discussion board. It's not really a chat because it's not real time. So it's a discussion board and they have to post a comment and respond to someone else's comment. You're laughing.
Yeah, if they respond back, is their grade better? More likely going to be better?
Yes.
Okay. By definition, gamification is not a game. It's using game fundamentals in order to achieve something.
Part of my design of a class, and I haven't seen that all professors do this, so participation is a big part of your grade. It'll remain a big part of your grade even though we're not in class together. And participation includes, for instance, responding to this discussion board. Now, the truth is it's a minimal part of the grade, but nevertheless, I will give a grade. I mean, after that, they will see, they will get a little gold star that says, for this day, you got an E for excellent for participation. And that contributes, 0.1% of your grade. That's gamification.
So join us here each week, my friends. You're sure to get a smile.